Friends. Welcome to my channel, Recap Stories. Today, we're discussing an extraordinary story. Imagine if creatures from another world came to enslave humans. What would happen? Today's tale revolves around such events. The story begins with an exciting rugby match, where the crowd was enjoying the game immensely. Suddenly, the stadium lights went off, and a loud explosion was heard from afar. Soon, a yellow light appeared in the sky, later revealed to be an alien spaceship. This sight caused chaos, with people running for their lives. Before long, bodies were piling up everywhere. The story then shifts to a girl named Bella, who was running for her life like everyone else. While fleeing, she collided with a man and fell, but a young man named Marcus helped her up. Later, Bella's father, Peter, took her with him, leaving Marcus behind. Meanwhile, aliens descended from their spaceship and started firing mercilessly at people. Their weapons emitted green beams, causing massive explosions, and they began capturing humans as prisoners. On the other side, a rugby player named Matt and his wife, Amelia, saw aliens taking Matt's mother hostage. Amelia tried to rescue her, but the danger was too great, so Matt forcefully took her with him. Some people attempted to defend themselves by throwing objects at the aliens, but their advanced weapons rendered all efforts futile. Even the police tried to attack but failed miserably. Amidst explosions and screams, Peter and Bella somehow reached their van, where Marcus, Matt, and Amelia were already present. Peter wanted to search for his wife and son, but Matt convinced him that they must leave immediately to survive. They faced several challenges along the way but eventually managed to escape the city. As they drove away, a spaceship began chasing them. Fortunately, the Air Force arrived and destroyed it, revealing it was a drone, hinting at more dangers ahead. They later saw a light, which turned out to be a truck driven by two men, Arnold and Dennis. Together, they reached a timber mill in the forest, deciding to spend the night there. The next day, a large alien spaceship hovered over their area. Everyone began contemplating their next move. It was revealed that Peter had spent 7 years in prison and was only recently released. Some members of the group decided to return to the city to gather supplies. There, they discovered that aliens had imprisoned numerous people behind laser gates. Amelia inquired about her mother and learned she was held captive in a factory. The three of them escaped and hid in tall grass, from where they saw a massive spaceship landing in the middle of the city. Back in the forest, tensions rose among the group, prompting Peter to silence everyone by drawing his gun. The three members who returned from the city informed the group about the aliens' plans. They were capturing humans and taking them to factories like animals. It became evident that the aliens were planning a long-term stay on Earth. Suddenly, a bright light appeared outside the house, and it was clear that the aliens had tracked them down. An alien soon entered the house. Peter fired at it from behind, but the bullets had no effect. At the last moment, Matt attacked the alien and snatched its weapon. During the struggle, Venus grabbed the alien's gun and killed it, saving Matt's life. Meanwhile, another alien grabbed Dennis by the throat through a wall. Arnold quickly pulled the alien's arm, causing both Dennis and the alien to fall from the wall. The remaining survivors also arrived and launched an assault on the alien. Despite their relentless efforts, their attacks proved ineffective against the extraterrestrial. Finally, Peter directed everyone to hold down the alien's head and, with a decisive shot, ended its life. Later, they loaded the alien's corpse into a truck, and Matt tested its helmet. This experiment revealed that the helmet rendered living beings or animals invisible to the aliens, making them undetectable. This discovery prompted everyone to practice firing the alien weapons they had obtained, aiming to use them more effectively. When the aliens approached, the group attacked from a distance, killing several and securing their weapons. Subsequently, the group set out to free the captives held by the aliens. Following the rescue, many of the liberated prisoners joined their ranks, and they established a camp deep in the forest, where they worked together to survive. Time passed, and Bella and Dennis began to grow closer. The large spaceship stationed in the city center remained unmoved. One day, the aliens poisoned the water supply, forcing the group to relocate to the mountains. The battle between humans and aliens continued, with casualties on both sides. However, the humans often emerged victorious due to their cunning tactics and ability to remain concealed. They began hanging dead aliens' helmets and corpses from trees as a show of strength, instilling fear among the invaders. 8 months passed. One day, Amelia and Matt were running through the fields when they encountered a wounded woman named Chloe. She stood at gunpoint, threatening them. Matt and Amelia reassured her that they posed no harm. Chloe revealed that the aliens had conducted horrific experiments on captives, forcing others into labor. She handed a glowing device to Amelia, claiming to have stolen it. Shortly afterward, an alien appeared and attacked Matt. During the struggle, Amelia struck the alien's face, saving Matt. They hurried back to their team with the device. Soon after, they managed to destroy one of the aliens' bases with a powerful explosion. Eventually, they captured an alien, hoping to extract vital information. Matt speculated that the aliens were conducting experiments on humans, infuriating Peter. In his rage, Peter began mercilessly beating the captive alien. The others struggled to restrain him and calm him down. After some time, Amelia showed the stolen device to the alien. When the alien's finger touched it, the device activated, projecting a hologram. The hologram revealed that the aliens had been observing Earth for centuries, gathering intelligence. However, Matt abruptly turned off the device, angering Amelia. Elsewhere, Dennis told Bella that he was burning all his cash, as money had lost its value in this world. Inspired by his actions, Bella threw her phone into the fire. Later, Dennis gifted Bella a hand-drawn picture, which he had made of her. They spent some pleasant moments together in a secluded area. Meanwhile, in the tent, Matt informed the group about the hologram's contents. Peter suggested they gather more information instead of killing the alien. However, his advice went unheeded, and Peter, consumed by anger, killed the alien in a fit of rage. Not long after, Matt declared his intention to infiltrate the factory to rescue the remaining captives. Jackson volunteered to join him, but Vanessa insisted that he stay back, as their child was due to arrive soon. Meanwhile, Amelia wandered alone into the field where the aliens were forcing humans to work. Suddenly, a blinding light blocked her path. Elsewhere, Peter found Bella's portrait, drawn by Dennis. Enraged, he threatened Dennis to stay away from Bella. Back in the tent, Vanessa experienced sudden, severe pain. Peter rushed her to the tent, while Dennis ran to fetch Jackson. Jackson hurried back, but by then, the aliens had discovered the camp's location and launched an attack. Amid heavy gunfire, the humans suffered significant losses. On one side, Marcus fought relentlessly, while on the other, the spaceship reached the camp, guided by a tracker embedded in the dead alien's suit. Soon, explosions erupted, and the camp was completely destroyed. Peter and the others, seeing Vanessa in excruciating pain, carried her and fled towards the dense forest. Observing Vanessa groaning in agony, a man suggested rendering her unconscious to alleviate her suffering. However, Peter vehemently opposed the idea, leading to a heated argument that ended with Peter killing the man in a fit of rage. Amidst this chaos, Vanessa, with Bella's assistance, gave birth to a baby girl. Tragically, in her final moments, Vanessa named the child Allison before succumbing to her injuries. Meanwhile, the Australian military arrived on the scene, eliminating the aliens and rescuing the remaining survivors. Ultimately, the soldiers transported the humans to a secure location. Later, Matt and his team organized a heartfelt tribute to honor their fallen comrades. Peter declared his intention to locate Jenny and Samuel. However, Amelia firmly stated that they must strategize and gather adequate resources before venturing into the factory. Major Davis, overhearing their discussion, escorted them to Colonel Grant. The colonel disclosed critical information, revealing that the aliens possessed a unique biological weapon intended to annihilate humanity. According to intelligence reports, this weapon was currently situated in Sydney, and military forces were devising plans to destroy it. Colonel Grant elaborated on the strategy, stating that to distract the aliens, they needed to launch a decoy assault on the factory. Upon Major Davis's suggestion, Amelia and her team volunteered for this dangerous mission, although Jackson declined participation. Before departing, Amelia bid an emotional farewell to Matt and joined Davis and the other soldiers. En route, they noticed numerous aliens patrolling the area vigilantly. Utilizing smoke grenades, the soldiers created a diversion and stealthily infiltrated the fields. Eventually, they arrived at the factory where humans were being forced into labor under harsh conditions. Among these captives, Peter spotted Jenny and Samuel. Meanwhile, at the base, Colonel Grant received alarming news that the Air Force in Sydney faced severe challenges. It soon became apparent that the Sydney operation was a ruse designed by the aliens to safeguard their actual weapon. Realizing the deception, Jackson rushed to inform Matt, reviving him and explaining the situation. Matt, determined to act, joined Jackson, and together they set out for the factory. As they approached the factory, Amelia's team was locked in an intense battle with the aliens. Despite being shot in the leg, Amelia demonstrated remarkable resilience and continued to fight. Inside the factory, Matt and Jackson infiltrated the control room, liberating the prisoners. Subsequently, they planted explosives throughout the facility and prepared to evacuate. During this time, the aliens deployed a massive cannon, escalating the intensity of the conflict. Within the factory, Matt acquired the bio-weapon and confronted the aliens. An alien guard attempted to intercept Matt, but he cleverly outmaneuvered the adversary. Ultimately, Matt issued a dire ultimatum to the alien leader, threatening to destroy the bio-weapon unless they allowed him safe passage. The alien leader attempted to negotiate, claiming they had learned from their mistakes and desired peace. Seizing the moment, Jackson launched a surprise attack, enabling Matt to escape with the weapon. Jackson stated with a heavy heart that his wife, Vanessa, had also departed from this world, leaving him with no attachment to life. Hence, he resolved to sacrifice himself by destroying the factory. Matt, clutching the bio-weapon firmly, sprinted towards the exit with all his might, while Jackson valiantly held off the aliens, buying Matt enough time to escape safely. Eventually, Jackson pressed the button to detonate the bomb, causing a massive explosion that completely obliterated the factory. Following the explosion, the aliens finally conceded defeat and surrendered by bowing before humanity. On the other hand, Peter, Bella, Jenny, and Samuel were joyfully reunited, bringing their family back together. Amelia and Marcus, observing the aftermath of the explosions from a distance, were engulfed in sorrow, believing that Matt had perished in the blast. Later, at the base, Colonel Grant proudly announced that the Sydney team had also emerged victorious in their battle, and humanity had successfully reclaimed control over the remaining territories. At that precise moment, Amelia noticed a group of soldiers carrying the bio-weapon, among whom she recognized Matt. Overwhelmed with relief and joy, Amelia ran towards him, and the two embraced each other warmly. Following Jackson's demise, the responsibility of raising his daughter was taken up by Matt, who promised to care for her as his own. Later, Matt confided in Amelia that he had discovered through the computer system that the aliens had not come to destroy Earth but rather to build a new home for themselves. Hearing this, Amelia approached a captive alien, cut the ropes binding its hands, and shook hands with it. With a firm yet hopeful tone, she declared that humans and aliens would now work together to build a brighter future for both species. At the end of the video, the narrator encourages viewers to share their thoughts about the story in the comments section. A heartfelt request is made for viewers to help the channel quickly reach 10,000 subscribers. The narrator hopes that the audience enjoys the video, urging them to like it and subscribe to the channel for more engaging content. Finally, the video ends with a note of gratitude for the viewers' supportive comments, promising to meet them again in the next video.